Hosla Radio News. I Krishna from Bengaluru. Today is Thursday, 30th of October 2025. Hosla's activity is now in limelight in all over India. Elders and youngers both are in this organization engaged with various activities. Every day we are getting so many photos and videos of different activities. October month is ending, welcoming month of November. This year, India is expected to have a colder than usual winter with a higher probability of colder temperature and cold waves, particularly in the northern state. This is due to the return of La Nina condition in the Pacific Ocean. La Nina is a climate pattern characterized by the periodic cooling of ocean surface temperature in the central and eastern equatorial Pacific Ocean, which can lead to more frequent and intense cold wave and higher snowfall in the Himalayas. You are listening news from Hosla Radio. Today's news headlines: Tata versus Mistry. Majority vote to oust Mehli from Tata Trust. 62% deep in illegal migration to US. 29 years after Railway sacked TTE on bribe charges, Supreme Court gave him clean cheat. Half of Delhi's suicide linked to low income. Smoking in public, 1.8 lakhs fined occurs Karnataka. Now some news in details. US trade deal with India, eminent signal trumps. President Donald Trump on Wednesday offered the clearest sign that a trade deal with India is now imminent, telling an Asia Pacific meeting on South Korea that he has great respect and love for PM Narendra Modi, while recycling his increasingly frictionalized version of how he used trade bait stop and India-Pakistan war. Tata versus Mistry. From Mumbai, Mehli Mistry, Ratan Tata's long-term confident executor of his will and a man widely seen in custodian of the late chairman's legacy. He has been denied reappointment as lifelong trustee of Tata Trust. The decision was taken after Noel Tata, chairman of the trust, and Vice Chairman Venu Srivasan and Vijay Singh declined to give their consent, marking a rare break of convention of unanimity in the apex bodies that control Tata Sons. Three others, Premjit Jhabari, Darian Khambata, and Jahangir, were in favor of Mistry's reappointment, while Ratan Tata's brother Jimmy Tata abstained from voting. Since the resolution concentrate him, Mistry did not participate in vote. The two main philanthropic arms of Tata Trust, Sri Devarjit Tata Trust and Sri Ratan Tata Trust, following different voting system. As per the trust deed, a simple majority is required in SDTT and unanimity at SRTT. Indian detention on US border drops 62%, lowest in 4 years. From Ahmedabad, US Custom and Border Protect and inspected 34,146 Indian national attempting illegal entry between October last year and this September, marking a 62% drop from 90,450 detention during the previous fiscal. This constitute the sharp drop over past 4 years in the number in Indian court trying to enter the US illegally. 29 years after Railway sacked TT on bribe charges, Supreme Court gave him clean cheat. From New Delhi, a railway ticket examiner dismissed from service after being accused ticket taking bribe rupees 50 for seat 37 years ago has been found innocent by the Supreme Court, but long after his last journey. Supreme Court said no case was made out against the TT who had died while the case was pending in a high court. A bench Justice Sanjay Karol and Prashant Kumar Mishra direct the all constitute of money benefit, including pension, to given a legal hires of the TTE. Smoking in public, 1.8 lakhs fine across Karnataka. From Bengaluru, as many as 1.8 lakh people were penalized according the state between April and September 2025 for violation the ban on smoking in public places under the cigarette and other tobacco product. V.S. Ugarappa, chairperson of the Committee for Implement of Recommendation to Prevent Articulous Harassment and Sexual Assaults on Women and Children, shared the figure after review meeting on Tuesday. He said 2,470 people were fined for smoking within 100 meters of a school and college. The enforcement drive has generated around rupees 45 lakhs fine annually. Major suicide case in Delhi linked to low income. Financial instability emerged a recurring theme in the suicide reported in Delhi during 2023, with more than half of such deaths recorded among those earning less than 1 lakhs per annum, and significant number of these included jobless persons, according to the latest data from NCRB. Of 3,131 suicide report during that year, 1,590 people earned less than 8,300 per month, while 765 people were unemployed and had no income. In 2022, 3,417 suicides are recorded in the capital, 1,660 earning less than 1 lakh and 773 unemployment. Amazon took cut about 14,000 corporate jobs. Amazon said Tuesday it will be reduce its global corporate workforce by about 14,000 people, with no more cuts expected next year in a major shakeup driven in part by the adoption of artificial intelligence in the tech giant. In Bengaluru, Amazon is learned to have begun imitating some of the first employees in India on Wednesday as part of its ongoing global restructuring exercise, sources said sectional of staff, a Prime Video operators team, and among those impacted, all works No play would not help 10th grade, writes panel members. From Mangaluru, a number of the state children rights commissioner has written to the education department to instruct a school to allow class 10th student to play. In a letter to the commissioner of the Department of School Education and Literacy, K.T. Thapasamy, a member of Karnataka State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, said he has observed multiple schools cancelling physical education and prayed for class 10 extra curricular activities such as games, arts, music, and are integral part of holistic personality development of children. It is ignored that children games are being restricted, that should reason the school should achieve good result in the class 10 exam. This will have negative impact on the learning students of school. Have lots of respect, Xi Jinping. Hope to have a deal, says Donald Trump as he lands in Japan. From Tokyo, optimism grew Monday. The US President Donald Trump and China's Xi Jinping will end their brushing trade war during talks this week as the US President touched down the Tokyo on latest leg of the Asian tour. Here I am rounding up today's news by forecasting some climate news. Climate plan shows emission dip but far from 1.5 degrees centigrade goal. UN report India, China and European Union yet to submit climate target. From New Delhi, a new UN report assessing countries' latest climate action pledge on Tuesday said the current committee of this nation would collectively reduce global carbon emission by 11% by 2030 and about 17% by 2035 from the 2019 level. Though this would be first ever climate action linked decline, extent of the full would be far short of the 60% required to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Here I am ending today's news with the Bengaluru's temperature. The highest temperature in 26 degrees centigrade. The lowest temperature is 21 degrees centigrade and humidity is more than 80%. Here I am ending today's news.